Assalamu alaikum everyone, hope you're well. Just wanted to give you a quick update as we conclude the end of day one of the Yemen deployment. Now, just wanted to give you a little bit of context about the series. 2 years ago, when myself, my mum and the Action for Humanity team came to Yemen, I produced a series called Yemen Untold to really tell the stories of the families in Yemen, the people in Yemen, and the background to the conflict that you don't really hear much about in the mainstream media. Alhamdulillah, I'm back 2 years later now and really wanting to focus on the next set of stories, the next set of projects. So with that in mind, let's kick off episode 1. Alhamdulillah, we've had a very productive day today in 33 degrees heat. We've gone from house to house in Aden, South Yemen, and gone to see around 10 to 15 different families, all with a variety of different needs, for the purpose of family sponsorship. To sponsor a family for a whole year is £1,800, and to do that on a monthly basis is only £150 a month. Not only does that cover rent, but it also covers medical fees, it covers food, additional items that the families need, toys, clothes. £150 a month can go such a long way in Yemen. The beauty of the projects that we've been looking at today though is that Action for Humanity has put a real focus on children with disabilities. When you look at the NHS and you look at corporate offices and you look at all these other situations where people who have disabilities might find themselves in, they are inclusive environments, they have provisions. Now imagine those same disabilities and those same conditions, but in an environment where there is no infrastructure for that person to be taken care of, there is no infrastructure for these children to be taken care of. We think about people that we've seen in the field today, and the truth is for a lot of these families, especially the ones who have children who have disabilities, they aren't able to go out and get jobs for themselves. They aren't able to have somebody in-house to provide for them, and that's where you come in. And today they are being tested in the way that they are being tested, with their disabilities, with their families. Our test, having the wealth in the UK and across the globe, is seeing how we can help. I think about some of the families that we've seen today. Families like Brother Abdulaziz with his 5 children, one of which, Rahma, has cerebral palsy. She's bedbound, she's not able to go anywhere, he's not able to leave the house, he has to look after his family. Rahma is just one of many children across Yemen who have disabilities that aren't being catered for at the moment and belong to families who don't have the provisions to be able to look after them appropriately. I think about families that we've seen today like Brother Ramsi, who has 7 children, 2 of which have already died of blood cancer and one of which, Asil, is suffering from the condition at the moment. They don't have the funds to visit the medical facilities to get him treated the way he needs to get treated. This is where you can help. I think about families like Brother Abu Ahmed, whose wife has passed away, leaving him with 10 children to look after, 4 of which have disabilities. Disabilities like cerebral palsy, like his daughter Isra has. Isra's 25 years old, that's the same age as me, but has the build of someone who is so much younger. This is where you can help. SubhanAllah, there are so many children like Rahma, like Asil, like Isra, all over Yemen. So many children who have disabilities that aren't being catered for, that Action for Humanity are focusing on right now. We saw so many families today, but one thing we want you to remember is these aren't just numbers, these aren't just names, these are children with hopes and dreams and lives just like any of ours. They deserve the same chance that any of us have. That's the chance that you can give today. For more information on our family sponsorship projects or any of the other projects we're overseeing throughout the rest of Ramadan in Yemen, visit www.actionforhumanity.org. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.